Hello there, guys. The purpose of my speech today is to inform society of the negative impacts and negative effects that overly using social media and technology has on our youth today. As we know, technology is a large part of everything that we do, and especially today, from the smart cars that we have to the tablets that we use, the gaming devices that we use, even down to our cell phones. And although the purpose of these items are to help to advance the society and to help to make things better and more efficient for us, contrarily, overusing them tend to have negative effects. And it tends to make us have lack of self-sufficiency. It also tends to make us dependent upon these electronic devices here. I'll start with my first tip here. One of my first pointers is that a lot of times our youth today look at the number of post interactions. So we all are aware of Facebook and Instagram. A lot of times our youth rely on the interactions of their posts, the likes, their follows, and they allow that to define them. They allow that to help them to seek validation there. And if they don't get the number of likes or the number of follows that someone else may have, it leads to them feeling insecure about themselves. It leads to them feeling socially rejected. It also takes away from face-to-face interaction and conversation with peers. A lot of times nowadays, when you're even out eating, you'll see that people are on their phone. You may see two people sitting side by side, but they're really just there accompanying one another. They're not necessarily having a conversation because they're glued to their phones, or they're making a post, or they're on Snapchat, and they're, instead of enjoying the moment, they're trying to capture that moment. It also causes lack of meaningful relationships. You're not able to build a lot of meaningful relationships because of the fact that we're spending more time on our phones, or we're spending more time on the gaming systems, in anything besides face-to-face interaction or having those intellectual and deep conversations to get to know each other. It also challenges us with being able to express ourselves. We're not necessarily able to express ourselves outside of emojis and GIFs and texting, even texting it out, or instant messaging, anything besides us speaking and being vulnerable with someone, having a conversation with someone. That tends to be something that's hard for our youth today. Another pointer there is using the phone at the dinner table. A lot of families tend to use their phones at the dinner table. Instead of having a conversation, or instead of asking Johnny how his day was, we're all on the phones. And as parents or as adults, we're allowing it. And we're just dealing with the fact that, oh, well, it's acceptable because that's just what kids do nowadays. And so a lot of research has found that youth who have regular family dinners and engage in conversations, they tend to not engage in as much risky behavior. Then these teens also who have actively conversations at the table, they have lower rates of being bullied and becoming depressed. They're also less stressed, and they have a more positive attitude because they have that family there to help back them up. So what we can do to protect and to help our youth from being overtaken by technology is encourage conversations at the table. Let's get involved in some community building and some community programs to help our children interact with one another, volunteering. This helps with relationship building and can also help in the long run as far as having a job. And then also it helps them to discover what it is that they like. So I challenge everyone to put their phones down. The next time you think about picking up the cell phone, pick up a board game. Interact with your family. Interact with your loved one. Get to know them. That's all.